Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it is still Saturday. It's still December 5th, and it's about 1:30 in the afternoon. We're going to work on this card for our second club card, and it is using Inspiring Iris. I think I showed you that last night a little bit. So there's lots to talk about here in terms of what I've used. The Inspiring Iris stamp set, which has been out, I think this could easily be its third year, and I've only used it once. So I thought, give that a try again. There are no dies with this set. This is just two-step stamping, but we are not going to two-step. We are going to color. I used Copic markers. If you have blends or Copic markers, that would be a good thing to use. You can also go with the aqua painters and the your ink. But remember, if you do that, this is not watercolor paper, so you'll have to be careful. Let's see, you can use colored pencils, of course. So any of those mediums that you might want to use to do this. I've used a rather subdued pink in the Copic colors. It's R, not sure if it's R or RV, R81 and R85. And then I've used for the greens G43 and G82. No, I'm sorry, G40 and G82. So if you have Copics and those colors, you could use those. So the paper is from one of the tropical sets that was last year in one of the mini catalogs, I believe. And it's come in real handy for a few things. I like it a lot. There's lots of beautiful colors in it, in the greens and the pinks. Let's see, what else? Oh, this newer embossing folder. It is in the, well, it was in the last mini catalog, which is still available for purchase to you, even though you do have a newer mini catalog that's you can't purchase from until January. In fact, you're not supposed to have it either, so I shouldn't be talking about that. But with all this COVID thing and stuff, we see each other so seldom. We have to do what we have to do when we can do it. So, like I told you, just don't share with anybody. Keep it quiet. But you can look at it and get all prepared for in January when you can spend lots and lots of money. Okay? All right. Anyway, this embossing folder is in the what we used to call the holiday catalog, and I'm looking for the name of it. It is Wrapped in Texture, and there were two in the set. Both of them very nice textures. One is way generic. If you can see it on there, yeah, I'm sure you can't. But yeah, I guess maybe you can. It's just one of those that you could use anytime on anything. So might be something to think about. This little strip of green in here, that is also from the Tropical Designer Series paper. And then I used a little bit of Stampin' Up's twine that has a little fleck of silver running through it. Even though I embossed your irises in gold, we have a combination of all of our money stuff, golds and silvers. So, okay, I'll get you started now. Hang on while I do some switching around, and we'll see if we can do better than we did on the Beautiful World card, okay? I think maybe we will. Hang on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once again, I want to encourage you to please get your orders placed this weekend, please, so that Joan can take a look at her catalog and see what she'd like to get for her hostess rewards. I also wanted to tell you, any of you that might want to have right now we can't do the in-house thing, but if you want to have a catalog order, if you have a lot of neighbors or are involved in some sort of group that might be interested, you can always do that with $150 or $200 worth of sales. You get 10% in rewards, and it goes up from there. The more you sell, the higher the percentage of what you earn is. So you can do that at any time. You don't have to wait to be hostess for your month, is what I'm trying to say. So just keep that in mind. Heck, you could even do some videos and get on YouTube and sell. How about that? If you could see my face, you would probably laugh. Anyway, get your kit out that has the irises on it. There's not a whole lot in it. It's not like that last one, but there are a few pieces, so let's take a look at them. You have a white card base, and I have embossed the edge with that embossing folder that we were just talking about. We have this piece of designer paper that's going to layer right next to that. And we have this little skinny strip of green, which, I just needed something. It needed something to brighten it up a little bit. So that will be glued to the back side of your pink patterned paper. I'm sure it has a name, but then you have your irises that are heat embossed with gold, and a layer of Blushing Bride that goes behind that. And that's about it. Let's go ahead and start off by putting our card together, and then we will do our coloring. We could do it in any order, but I stamped mine in black so that you could see what I'm coloring. I didn't think you'd be able to see the outline of the gold, so I want to just let it sit for a little bit. I stamped it in Memento. I'm going to use Copic markers, and I sure don't want it to bleed, so I'm going to let it sit for a minute. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this together. Just get a little strip of glue on one edge of your pink designer paper. And we're going to put that strip of green on. You can make it, am I going to have glue problems again? I think so. Kind of looking that way. Let's see what this one's got going on. Well, if it doesn't blow up on me, it'll be okay. I took the top off of an old one and put it on here because that pen is one of those every once in a while you get that's really hard to squeeze. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to take the ink out of it and put it in this one that works well. However, it doesn't seem like I could get the top back on properly, and I don't know if it's going to blow out or not. So we may end up with a mess here. You never know. But anyway, just this little strip of glue along that edge, and then however much of this green you would like to show is entirely up to you. You could have 1/8 of an inch, you could have the whole thing, just whatever. I think I want about 1/8 of an inch. And we're going to have to trim the end of it off. I tried to put a little teeny strip of gold on it, and as well as the green, and I just couldn't make it look right, so I set that whole project to the side. But I wanted to pick up the gold that was in the irises, and so unfortunately, if you think of something, why just go ahead and do it. Okay, and your piece might not come totally up to the edge of that the dry embossing, but it will be just fine. Okay, say absolutely nothing to assembling this guy. not for you professionals. I can't wait till COVID is behind us. I'll tell you what, it's starting to affect a lot of people, and I'm right in there with them. I keep thinking there's things I want to do for card making and getting you guys together to do some new things, and we just can't. Okay, layering this one on right on the face of this card. I'm trying to get it straight. Okay. Alrighty. And oh my. I just realized I didn't stamp these with a greeting. I was going to try to find a happy birthday that was kind of feminine, you know, and would go with this. And didn't have much luck with that, so I'm going to have to come up with something. I know that sounds silly now because you've already got your kits, but this is a few days before you get your kits. So some of the things I say might sound, what is she talking about? Okay. Go ahead and get your colors out, whatever you're going to use, and we'll start making pretty things. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to color in my entire iris one at a time with my lightest pink, which is the R81 in Copics. Okay. And then I'm going to get the darker shade, the R85, and hit some of these areas that I think would be shaded. Of course, this right in the center of the flower. I must not have Whisper White because it's bleeding like crazy. Okay. And it looks like that would be shaded right in there. And of course, this would be where the two petals overlap. I'm just not very good at the shading thing, guys. I don't quite understand. I do understand, I just can't make it happen. Okay. Probably down here a bit. All right. Now I'm going to get my light pink again and go over the whole thing. You can blend it. Okay. And for my other one, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this using the same colors, but I'm going to try to make this one a little bit lighter, and I'm not going to make it lighter if I start with the dark one now, am I? Okay, get the right pen, girl. bud going on there. Okay, in the center. And this is going to be darker right in there, I know that. And so is that. And probably in this area as it comes to the center of the flower. And a little bit darker right in there. I'm going to get the lighter color again and blend out some. I don't know if that's supposed to be pink or what did I do over here? I did make it pink, but I'm not sure. My stand is not standing very well today. Okay, now for the greens, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to color all of the leaves with the lighter green, which is the G40 and the Copic. Pen is pretty dry. Okay, and at the base they're always going to be darker where they're closer to the ground. I just kind of feather up there a little bit and then maybe go on the back side of it some. I'm going to go ahead and put some pink in that. I don't know if it's supposed to be or not, but maybe nobody else will know either. How about that for logic? And a little bit, one more little darker spot in here. Okay. All right. We are all colored up. I don't know how you're doing, but that was quick. I expected it to take a little bit longer than that. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and layer this on here just for the heck of it, because this is not what I'm going to use. Well, maybe I'm going to put you on pause and I'll go over there and cut it out. Okay, ladies, I'm back. I hope you missed me. All right, I found a little thanks I put down there. That'll work for the moment. And I'm going to go ahead and layer this on top of the Blushing Bride. We haven't used that color for a long time either. And just, you know, I don't know, a little less than 1/4 of an inch I think looks good. And a little more tape. And there we go. We're going to put our twine on, and it goes all the way around this time. which quite often seems a whole lot easier, but can't always do it. Okay. You can tie your bow wherever you want. I thought it should be right down at the corner of the artwork. Hope I can do this. Oh my goodness, come on fingers, work. I need a partner to hold this for me. There you are. Simple as that. That was pretty easy, huh, kids? And it's a very pretty card. I'm pretty sure that Joan's gonna like this one. Clean and simple. Okay, well, I am going to say adios for a few minutes and get my little buns over there and see if I can't design your third card, because I still don't know what it's going to be. You know, I keep thinking maybe Christmas, maybe something for New Year's. That would be fun. But I don't believe that we've ever done a New Year card. A happy winter, something like that. Maybe. We'll see. I'll be back in a little while. Love you. Bye-bye.